I'm making this video. I'm deeply concerned. It is 1:20 a.m. and the 5G towers over there have been activated like never before. Let me rewind to 16 days ago. On January 29th, 2019, 16 days ago. Today is now February 15th, as of an hour and 20 minutes ago. Something very bizarre happened to me when I was in the public library. Um, and this, I'm going to share this with you, anybody who might possibly be listening. A man, a stranger, walked past me. And mind you, people act very bizarre to me nowadays. And I'm not quite sure what the whole story is. I don't know. But all I know is that this strange man, and I was getting kind of hostile vibes in the library. But I'm used to that now. I get that everywhere. That's besides the point. This strange man walked past me in the library, and he said 16 days when he was right next to me. And like he was saying for me to purposely overhear, and kept walking. That's all he said was 16 days. Well, that kind of freaks me out because a lot of strange omens and things happen like that. Signs and weird little clues, okay? And I pondered it for a while. It took me till later in the day to actually tally up what 16 days from then was, and that would have been Valentine's Day, which was an hour and 20 minutes ago, is when that came to an end. Over the course of the next 16 days, from time to time, I would ponder what is going to happen to me. Honestly, I thought like something bad was going to happen to me on Valentine's Day yesterday, so I didn't go out of the house at all. I thought that he was warning me on some weird level, even though he was obviously involved if he would know about it, that in 16 days, that was going to be the end of my life, that's all I had left was 16 days. And he was kind of telling me covertly. Now I think it's something far worse. And I feel so selfish and self-involved to even think that it was about me that he was saying it. Every night, and I have to say this too, okay, I've spent a lot of time in the wilderness, out of society, trying to get back to nature and away from technology and all the harassment and crazy stuff that's been going on, okay, from people who are in on this new thing that's happening to us. Well, while I've been out there in the woods, I've noticed, besides how they put the chemtrails in the air early, right at the break of dawn, when most people are still asleep, out there in the wilderness where well, everybody can see it now, but I can see it out there too. There's no escape. But also, there's been this strange whirring sound. Like it's like a humming. And I've traveled everywhere from the Southwest all the way up the West Coast, north, a little bit east. I mean, I've been moving around quite a lot. And this strange humming, it's like a deep, it's happening right now, but I know my phone probably won't pick it up. But I'm going to go outside to just after I'm done saying this to see if you can possibly hear it. But I doubt my phone will pick it up. It barely picks up details of any relevant sort. But anyway, audio or visual. It's a deep whirring sound. It's like, but much lower, much lower. It's like a few octaves lower. I can't possibly go that low. It's a very low, consistent humming sound, and it permeates everything. It literally reverberates throughout the whole atmosphere. I don't know what it is, okay? But I'm out there in the middle of the forest and I hear it, okay? And I was thinking, okay, they're doing some weird experiments out here in the wilderness, thinking there's less people around to witness whatever the heck is going on. Well, and honestly, I believe that they're aiming microwaves at the earth, trying to cause a cataclysmic event, but all that and some. Now I noticed that this whirring sound would happen in different locations. I didn't have to be in the wilderness. Like I could come back into civilization, and it's always at night. It's always at night. Like I said, it's 1:25 right now, a.m. Okay. they start with this weird whirring sound. It starts at night or early, like 3, 4, sometimes 5, but not usually that late in the morning. And I hear it, and it's consistent, and they do it while most people are supposed to be sleeping. So not many people really must notice, or if they do, they didn't mention it or speak about it like I haven't until now. The only reason I'm speaking about it now is because tonight, literally, it would be about 16 days later. Now, technically, that would have been Valentine's Day, would have been day 16 from when that stranger walked past and said 16 days. But technically, if what's going on right now is what is going on right now, and that's that we had 16 more days left. All of us as humanity had 16 days left. This was not about me individually. Collectively, we had 16 days left. And before they activated these 5G towers. This is serious because I've just looked on my phone for other videos that people might have posted about this strange whirring sound that's going on. Nobody said anything. Okay? I think we've all been under the delusion that these towers that are up have been activated and functioning and doing something. You know, maybe they have at a very low level, but I don't even think so. I think they were waiting for them all to get put up, or pretty much even more keep going up, but enough before they start doing this. And 16 days would be the finish of Valentine's Day, because I noticed this happening at 1:03 a.m. What happened was, okay, the usual whirring sound, the usual deep whirring sound, suddenly I heard another higher frequency on top of that frequency. It was like a ooh over top of the ooh, and they were both going at the same time. Let me tell you, when the ooh started, and I've never heard the ooh before, when that started in coalition with the ooh, I felt it in my brain. I feel it right now, and I can actually hear it pulsating through my head. And there is one 5G tower in this area, and it's right over there, okay? That is where it seems like the sound is centralized and coming from, is that direction. Of course, you hear it everywhere. It's completely permeating the whole atmosphere, but you really hear it coming from that 5G tower over there. And I honestly think that they've activated these towers. They were activated before. Now I see that whirring sound was probably the 5G towers. Now, I was way out there in the wilderness, so I thought, I think it's coming from a satellite. Maybe the was coming from a satellite, but then I don't know what's going on, but suddenly the towers started making the ooh, and they're together, whirring and humming at the same time. And I as soon as the second higher pitched ooh started, I literally felt something shift in my whole physical body. I felt, and something in my head was disrupted. And I sat for a second and I thought, I'm not imagining. I know about when I hear the frequency, but I didn't want to believe it because it was strong. And I said, oh my God, it's the 5G tower. Like, we've all been sitting here talking about how horrible they are and how they're going to fry us with it. None of us are prepared for them to actually do it. Okay. I went outside, and let me just say that I went outside and I could hear it strong, and it was coming from that direction. I'm going to go outside right now just because the heater's on and it's hard to hear. Now, I'm going to be quiet. Please listen and see if you can even hear. Okay. It's really, I know you didn't hear it. I know you didn't hear it because if anything, the drips of the snow melting overpowered the sound. It's just my phone isn't sensitive enough to pick it up. I'd need like professional audio equipment, but something is really, really seriously wrong here. These towers, I believe, have been planned, scheduled to be activated. And I believe that stranger in the library walked past me. I was reading a book on Jesus. I don't know. Things were all weird that day in the library. And he walked by, he said 16 days. I thought I was going to be killed in 16 days, honestly, because that's how these people treat me lately. But now I really think that what he was warning, some kind of strange foretelling, is that these 5G towers are going to be activated in 16 days. And you guys literally only have 16 days. I don't know why, he wouldn't be concerned about himself, but maybe he was. I don't freaking know, but beware. Pay attention. They do it at night when people are sleeping. Like I said, right now it's 1:31 a.m. and those towers are giving something off that I am really sensitive to and can actually hear and feel. Whereas before it wasn't. I really believe that this is war. They have been activated. What are we going to do?